Hello guys, welcome to my live stream. It's been a long time since I've posted a video and I really wanted to start on my channel again. So I'm going to be starting to live stream from now on. In today's live stream, I'm going to be talking about IPL records that were broken this year and ones that were actually made and broken. So let's start the list with Kings 11 Punjab's captain KL Rahul. During the halfway mark of IPL, Kings 11 Punjab won only one game and lost five in their first seven games, and that really impacted their form in the rest of the tournament. But in the next five games, they won them consecutively, and one of the key games was against Mumbai Indians on October 18th. KL Rahul had scored 77 from 51 balls before being bowled by Jasprit Bumrah. But while in that match, skipper KL Rahul had become the first ever Indian batsman to score over 500 runs in three consecutive editions of the IPL. Rahul ended the match tally with 525 runs and then at the time made his total runs to 595 in the IPL from 12 games. In 2018, he scored 659 runs and 593 runs last year, and he was in Kings 11 Punjab. The opener had slammed 550s and 100 at a strike rate of over 130 and is currently the orange cap holder in 2020. The next batsman in our list is known throughout the world for his 320 ability and how he hits his sixes, and that's none other than Chris Gayle. Chris Gayle has many IPL records to his name. However, between Kings 11 Punjab and RCB at Sharjah on October 15th, the attacking left-hander created a record which can be termed unique in every sense. During his innings, he smashed 53 from 45 balls. Gayle became the first ever player in history to complete 10,000 runs via in T20 via fours and sixes. Following the conclusion of the match, where Kings 11 won, Gayle had scored 1,027 fours and 982 sixes in T20s, which he has increased to 1,035 and 993 respectively. Gayle was in fact the first cricketer to cross the 10,000 run mark in T20s, a feat since achieved by Shoaib Malik and Kieron Pollard. David Warner had an outstanding season for SRH this year. He was the captain and he is an IPL legend. The SRH captain had added another feather to his illustrious cap earlier this year. He became the first ever player to register 50 scores over 50 in IPL. Warner had achieved this unique feat during his knock of 52 from 40 balls against Kings 11 Punjab at Dubai on October 8th. This was Warner's 46th score 50 to go with his 4 IPL tons. Overall, the left-hander has scored 5,076 runs in 137 IPL games at a strike rate of 141.19. He also holds the record for the most 50s in IPL, that is 46. No list can be complete without the Indian captain Virat Kohli. Royal Challengers Bangalore skipper Virat Kohli already holds the record for having scored one of the most runs ever in IPL history. However, during the match against Rajasthan Royals at Abu Dhabi on October 3rd, Kohli went from one step and became ahead and became the first ever batsman to reach the 5,500 run mark in the IPL. The Indian captain hit a fluent 72 not out from 53 in RCB's winning chase. Kohli presently has 5,827 runs to his credit from 188 matches at a strike rate of 131.12. For former Indian batsman Suresh Raina is the second on the list with 5,368 runs in 193 games. A few days later, despite a loss against Punjab, Kohli became the highest run scoring captain in history, surprising MS Dhoni's tally of 5,275 runs during his knock of 48 at Sharjah on October 15th. Now, this is a record not many of you know, but the most elevated runs scored in a solitary over in the IPL. It was by Chris Gayle for Royal Challengers Bangalore to Prasant Parameswaram of Kochi Tuskers Kerala in the 2011 season. He scored 37 runs in the over. The Kochi Tuskers Kerala team had set an objective of 126 for Bangalore at Bangalore. RCB's opener Dilshan and Gayle scored 9 runs in the first 2 overs and 20 in the second. In the third over, they scored more than the initial 2. The third over was played by Chris Gayle and he had 4 sixes and 3 fours to score 37 runs, which included a no ball. Speaking of titles in general, who has more titles than anybody in the IPL? That's none other than Mumbai Indians. Mumbai Indians had a fabulous year this year. They took the cup home and they defended their title, being the second team to ever do so. They also managed to break many records as Ishan Kishan became the first ever batsman to uncapped Indian batsman to score 500 runs in T20 in the IPL. Other than that, they had a superb IPL season and with the bowlers Trent Bolt and Jasprit Bumrah. In the finals, Trent Bolt delivered and on the very first ball took a wicket which helped Mumbai Indians set the tone for the rest of the innings. This was the first ever time a wicket was taken on the first ball. Other than that, the skipper of Chennai Super Kings, MS Dhoni, has announced that he will be playing in CSK for IPL 2021. The IPL 2021 is going to be held in India next year. But the catch is there are going to be 10 teams or 9 teams and there's going to be a mega auction. Before we continue with the show, we are going to take a quick break and I'll see you all in 5 minutes. Hello guys, welcome back to the stream. Now we're going to talk about the bowling records which are broken or that have been made in IPL 2020. At the start of the year, we saw Lasith Malinga, Harbhajan Singh, and many others drop out of the IPL due to personal reasons. But Lasith Malinga, the Mumbai fast bowler, has taken 170 wickets, which is the highest ever in the IPL 2020. The first ever leg spinner to take 100 wickets in the IPL is actually Amit Mishra, and he currently has 160 wickets. This may seem not a lot, but for a spinner like Amit Mishra, it certainly is. Now, the third person who has taken the most wickets in IPL is Piyush Chawla, Dwayne Bravo, and Harbhajan Singh. These three are all from Chennai Super Kings, and they certainly have played for the franchise really well. The best bowling figures this IPL and IPL in general was by Alzari Joseph. He just needed 3.5 overs and he took 6 wickets of 12 runs against SRH in Hyderabad. SRH needed to chase 126 runs and MI certainly stopped them. The best average in IPL by a bowler is by Kagiso Rabada. Average is basically how many the runs and wickets combined and how many wickets you need for each runs taken for each wicket. Kagiso Rabada has taken 18 runs to get a wicket this year. The best economy rates in the IPL was by Rashid Khan. Rashid Khan was one of the best spinners this year and bowlers. He played for SRH and he was no doubt an impact. Leading the spin bowling attack, Rashid Khan had picked up his best ever figures this year of 3 for 7. No hat tricks were taken this year, but the most number of hat tricks by a bowler was by Amit Mishra for SRH at the time. He's taken 4 hat tricks. That's a lot. Moving on to more batting records, the most number of runs conceded in an over was by Basil Thampi against RCB in 2018. He didn't take a wicket but conceded 70 runs in a losing cause for SRH. SRH, however, still qualified for the playoffs. Chris Gale is again there on this list. He has scored the most runs in an IPL innings for an individual batsman. He scored 175 runs of just 66 balls, and he has the most centuries and has scored the most sixes. He also scored the most sixes in the match, which was 17, the fastest century of 30 balls. Gale also holds the record for the Player of the Match awards, which is 21. MS Dhoni, Dinesh Karthik, and Robin Uthappa dominate the wicket-keeping records, all three being among the top 5 players of most stumps and catches. The most overall catches by any fielder is 102 by the batsman Suresh Raina. RCB has scored the highest number of runs in a match with an outstanding 263 for 5 against Pune Warriors India. We talked about Gale earlier and he broke these records in this match. The second highest record is also set by RCB against Gujarat Lions, having scored 248 for 5. And then CSK set the record for 246 for 5 and 240 for 5, while KKR scored 245 for 6 in a match against Kings and Punjab in 2018. Only 5 teams have won the title since the beginning of the league. MI, who holds the current champion title, has held the highest number of tournament wins, as I told earlier. CSK is number 2 and winning 3 titles, and KKR winning 2. The most number of catches in career catches was by Suresh Raina, as I told earlier. But the second most is by Karan Pollard, the giant in the field. He's taken 90 catches for Mumbai Indians. Rohit Sharma not so close with 89. The most catches in the inning, however, this record is held by Sachin Tendulkar, David Warner, Jacques Kallis, Rahul Tewatia, David Miller, and Faf du Plessis, holding the title for 4. The most catches in a single IPL is by A.B. de Villiers, then Kieron Pollard and David Miller following. The most matches by an individual batsman or bowler is by MS Dhoni with 204 matches representing CSK and RPS in the 13 seasons he's played. Captain MS Dhoni is still on top of the list with 188. Now talking about the highest partnership wickets by batsmen, is the first for the single for the first wicket is by Johnny Bairstow and David Warner. They scored 185 runs between the two against RCB in Hyderabad. The second wicket partnership, the highest ever, is 229, and the highest ever partnership is by Virat Kohli and A.B. de Villiers for RCB against Gujarat Lions. The highest partnership by runs is Virat Kohli and A.B. de Villiers. Virat Kohli, A.B. de Villiers taking the 2 spots on a list, and Adam Gilchrist and Sean March coming in at number 3. Virat Kohli again in this list, but with a different partner, Chris Gayle, this time with 204 runs. Now let's talk about umpiring. They are really important in the game because they have an influence to the match. And the most matches by an umpire is by Sundaram Ravi for India, and he has served for 12 of the 13 seasons. Then the umpire and former spinner from Sri Lanka, Kumar Dharmasena, coming in. Now we have talked about the orange cap and purple cap before. The orange cap is awarded to the top run scorer of IPL during a season, and purple cap to the highest wicket taker in the season. The most number of orange caps was won by Virat Kohli, which was 3, and then David Warner coming in at number 2. Rajasthan Royals is a team that has been very underrated, and in the first ever edition of the IPL, they had a very young team led by Shane Warne, and they delivered awesomely well. They won the inaugural edition and were praised by media and fans. On July, that's it for this stream today, and I'll see y'all in 2 to 3 days for the next stream. Also, I'll be taking few questions now before I end the stream, so if you have any, you can send them now. Looks like there are no questions, so we'll end the stream right here.